Hi everyone, I'm Angie and I am going to walk you through the cash flow worksheet. So we're going to break this up into a couple different videos to make sure everything uploads and so you can go back to the section that you need. So the first section we're going to talk about is actually the wages and salaries. So when I work on the cash flow worksheet, I always start with my expenses. For the business that I am hypothetically opening, I'm going to open up a pizza shop. So our very first expense here is wages and salaries. So over here off to the side, I'm just going to do my calculation. So as a new pizza shop, I'm assuming that I'm going to need at least 6 employees, and each employee will make about $2,000 a month. So I'm just going to do a quick calculation. 6 employees at $2,000 a month would be $12,000 for wages and salaries. And I can make edits to that. So let's say that I decide that I want to be open for lunch and dinner, and I expect lunch to be a little bit slower. So if I wanted to have more employees so that I could be open for lunch and dinner, maybe I'd actually need 8 employees. And so then my total payroll cost per month would be $16,000 in wages. And that's only covering the wages. So I'm going to put that here in our very first month. You'll notice that it automatically updates the payroll taxes. So here you'll see I've referenced our wages and salaries box, and I multiplied by 7.5%, which is the payroll taxes that you as an employer are responsible for. I also went ahead and calculated workers' compensation. So that's a type of insurance that you're required to have in the state of Virginia once you have 3 or more employees. And I used 2.5%. That's obviously just kind of a generic average that I used. To get an actual percentage, you'd have to get an insurance quote from an insurance agent. So I'm assuming during our first year, we're going to maintain that same amount of employees the entire time. So in case you don't know, in Excel, if you want to take something all the way across to have it be the same for all the months, you can grab this little box right here. See how my cursor turned into a plus? And you can drag that all the way across. And now we've updated our entire first year of wages and salaries, payroll taxes, and workers' compensation. The other expense that goes with employees is your payroll service. So your payroll service can be somebody who's local, maybe somebody who does bookkeeping and payroll out of an office in town or out of their own home, and they charge a monthly fee. It can be a self-service platform that you go in and you enter the employee information and you're running the payroll yourself. Or it can be a large company like ADP that you just call and report the hours and they're running the payroll for you. So for this example, I'm going to do a self-service platform, and based on the number of employees I have, I'm going to estimate that my payroll service is going to be about $100. There are different levels. There's different ones that do different things for you. Most of them do count each employee as an additional cost. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that across for all of my months. And that covers these employee expenses.